Hello children, here we are going deeper into chemical effects of electric current. Let us have a look on a cell. What is a cell or a battery? These are devices which convert chemical energy to electrical energy. Now have a look in every cell or battery which you have seen normally of this type. You'll see a positive terminal and a negative terminal. Even these symbols are placed on the top of the battery. So what does negative terminal means? Negative terminal means abundance of electron. Through some chemical reaction, there are electrons being deposited over here. And through some chemical reaction, there is scarcity of electrons. So the positive electrode is where there is scarcity of electron. So that means there is abundance of electron and there is scarcity of electron here on the positive terminal, abundance of electron in the negative terminal. So actually in electrical sense or in terms of physics we call that there is a potential difference. This is at low potential and this is at high electrical potential. So what happens if I connect this terminal through a wire and place a bulb then see this is completing the circuit. Then electrons come out from the negative terminal and flow through the material and then they go to the positive terminal and complete an electrical circuit. Then the bulb will start glowing because this heating will take place due to movement of electron through a conductor and the bulb will glow. This is what is a gist of how electricity is conducted. So the materials through which electrons can flow are called conductors. Gold, silver, copper, that means metal wires are conductor. In metallic conductor, electrons flow and flow of electrons constitutes electric current. So that you have to know. Wherever there is electron flowing, that means wherever there is electricity flowing, that means electron is flowing. And those materials which can allow electrons or charges to flow through them are called conductor. There can be certain liquids which can be conducting. For example, any acid will conduct electricity, any salt will conduct electricity, any base will conduct electricity, normal in their molten aqueous states. So this we have to understand first. So in metallic conductor, electrons flow. Mark each and every word and write in learning outcomes. In metallic conductor, electrons flow constitute electric current. In liquids, normally charges or ions move and they constitute electric current. So this is the first thing we have understood. And the cell normally in your higher classes, you will see the cell is denoted like this. That means they will just show the terminal. The larger one is the positive one and the smaller and the thicker one is negative one. So if I have to present this in symbolic form, I will do like this and I will show, but you will see the direction marked in the current is just the opposite of electron flow direction. So that is called the conventional direction of electric current. Electrons flow from negative terminal to positive terminal, from low potential to high potential, but conventional current flows from high potential to low potential. Is just the opposite of electronic flow. So these small things in your learning outcome, pause the video and write. Then we come to let us try to also understand like what is the positive sign that is put on certain symbols. You know, this shows the symbol of a sodium atom. And this will exactly be the number of proton as well as number of electrons. When there is no sign, then this is both proton and electron. But here you see there is a plus sign. So sodium atom contains 11 proton and 11 electron. But what has happened? There is a plus sign. That means extra proton is there, but the protons don't move out. So how does the plus sign come there? Protons don't move out or come in. So what happens? It has got 11 proton and 11 electron. An electron if goes out, then the proton will increase. So plus sign, remember always, means how you'll write the proton and electrons. You will write 11 proton. This will be always the protons number, irrespective of charge. The number here is the protons number. So 11 proton, and if there is a plus charge, it has lost an electron. So 11 proton and 10 electrons. Similarly, if you see 12, so 12 Here there are 12 protons and 12 electrons because there is no charge. But here there will be 12 protons and 10 electrons because every plus sign means that many electrons has been lost. So you have understood once again, this proton is fixed 12, but there is a plus charge and 2 plus charges, and 12 minus 2, that is 10 electrons. So the electrons number will change because only electrons, they stay outside the nucleus, so they can go out or come in an atom. Proton does not go out and come in. So the positive charge ions are called cations. Positive charge ions are called cations, and then positive charge ions are called cations. Sometimes there will be certain radical like NH4 plus. So this whole system has lost one electron. This whole system, NH4 system, has lost one electron. So these are certain times also called radicals. So this is ammonium radical. At times we can say ammonium ion also. Now what about this? There is a negative charge here. You only can say 17 protons because proton is fixed, 17 protons and 17 electrons, 17 protons but 18 electrons because the minus sign says electron has come. Minus means extra electron, plus means less electron, extra protons. So here 17 protons and 18 electrons. You have to add, when minus is there, electron is added. Here 7 protons, 7 electrons, but when the charge is shown, there are 3 negative charges, so 7 protons and 10 electrons. All right, so this we have understood, and negative charge ions are called anions. Now let us talk about when we combine NaNCl, we will form NaCl. So you will say why plus charge came there. Actually what happens during the bond formation, sodium loses an electron. To whom it will lose? To chlorine. So when it loses, it becomes plus, and chlorine gains electron of sodium, so it becomes minus, and this bonding is called electrovalent bonding. And in the aqueous solution, again they separate. In the aqueous solution, sodium and chlorine ion will separate. In molten state they will separate, and that is why, so these compounds which are formed by positive and negative ions are called electrovalent compounds or ionic compounds, and they always dissociate into ions in molten solutions, and all of them will conduct electricity.